Welcome back to this part 2. I didn't intend this video to be in 2 parts, but the issue with not being able to insert the terminals stumped me at the last hurdle and I ran out of time. But thanks to Philip Valavec and Javolk in the comments, a big thank you to you guys. I now have a better understanding of the mechanism, so we can continue. Here's the terminal with the 2 little sprung barb tabs on either side that hold it in place in the unit. And what I didn't know was this purple plastic cover frame acts as an extra locking holder to secure the pins at the back that slides slightly to one side to remove and insert the terminals. That's for the small fuses, and the large fuses have a different locking mechanism with 3 plastic keys that insert at the bottom edge. These are a lot easier to get out, as you can just put your thumb underneath and they'll just pull out. Each key has teeth on either side, and each pair of teeth cover 2 terminals or 1 fuse, and the whole key covering a number of fuses in a strip. And as I said, there's 3 of those. You can just about see the mechanism working if I just move them into the light a bit. You don't need to actually take these out, you can just release it, it'll stay where it is, and it's just enough to get your terminals in and out. But with the mini fuses, the locking holder covers the whole area. And if we look at the end, there's a button that's flush with the fuse box, which is meant to come out slightly when you release the holding frame. There's 2 small returning hooks on either side of the holder at the side that latch onto 2 tabs on the fuse box, which you need to bend back slightly to release them, but don't seem to be a wonderfully secure design, and they're a bit delicate, which is what I found on the other clip at the other side, which hides under these wires, which actually broke off when I pushed my screwdriver in. Here's a close-up of the clip, which I've actually photoshopped back in, just to show you how it would look. So the idea is to bend back the black tabs and then push the frame downwards. So the button comes out about 2mm at the end. This then gives enough space to get the terminal out. If you manage to damage the little retaining hooks, like I've done, the whole backing plate will move from side to side. So when I've finished installing the terminals, I'll have to find a way of fixing that. Anyway, I'm going to re-sleeve the initial red and black source wire by feeding some heat shrink tubing on, so I'll need to take the terminal out. Getting the terminal out, you've got to bend the prongs in a bit, so you need a proper terminal tool. But if you haven't got that, then what I've done is made do with a hair clip, which I'm hoping with a bit of wiggling I'll be able to get the initial terminal out. I just straighten the hair clip out and chop the little nodules off at the end. Insert your little terminal tool on each side of the terminal, vertically on this case. And with a bit of jiggling, here presto, it releases. Here's the orientation of the terminal with the short side nearest the purple button. At the bottom of the screen, put my heat shrink on. That's nicely fitted. I'm happy with that. Push down on the purple frame holder and reinsert the terminal. You might just be able to hear it click into place. If not, never mind, just make sure it won't pull back out. Now all I've got to do is reinsert the new terminal into an empty space on the fuse board. And as this is the new feed wire, I'm going to put it on the right hand side to the front of the fuse box. Now insert my second terminal. And finally the last terminal, which will go to feed the sat-nav. Just open the prongs a little bit if they're a bit flat. Make sure the orientation's correct. Push that down until it clicks, or until you can't get it back out again. I could hear this one click. Now I've just got to secure this holding frame back into the lock position. So I'm going to use something down here to jam the frame in place. I've got a little bit of plastic rubber tubing. Fits in there nicely. When everything's nice and secure, all there is to do is put the backing cover on and refit it back into the side of the dash. Taking note of where you want to feed your new cable. Here's the original donor circuit and fuse, being a 10 amp. And this is where my new 5 amp circuit will derive from. I'll just test that before I put a fuse in it. Now, as I'm not going to use this feed yet, I'll just blank it off with a connector and a bit of tape, as I might put the fuse in and forget about it altogether. And remember, your device will need to return to ground to complete the circuit. Refit the lower dash panel. Oh, I forgot to put the screws in. Never mind, I can still do it at this stage. I hope you found this video useful, guys. I'm sorry it wasn't all in one. It wasn't intended to be in 2 parts. Remember to take a note of what you're going to use the new circuit for and mark it on an appropriate plan. And of course you need to work out the appropriate fuse protection for both your device and the cable supplying it. I keep my fuse map by the circuits themselves in the fuse holder here, so I know it's there when I need it. They're often marked on the back of the cover panel, but not in my case. Anyway, thank you for watching, and a big thank you for everyone that's subscribed. I'll continue to make more videos and build the channel for you guys. Don't forget to hit that like button and feel free to leave a comments in the comment section below. If you've got any specific questions, I'll do my best to try and answer them, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks again, bye for now.